We'd been together for 5 years, lived together for 2, laughed often, fought occasionally, made weekend grocery runs feel like dates. I genuinely thought Rachel and I were building something solid. We weren't perfect, but who is? The first crack showed up in the smallest way. It started with her staying out late with co-workers, even on weeknights. No texts, just vague responses. I didn't want to be the jealous boyfriend, so I played it cool. But deep down, I knew something had changed. Her eyes didn't linger on me like they used to. Our inside jokes stopped landing. And at night, we just lay there. 2 people sharing a bed, but living in different worlds. One Friday evening, she came home, dropped her purse, and didn't say anything. Just walked into the bedroom. I followed, thinking she was upset. She sat on the edge of the bed, not crying, but her eyes were red like she had. Then she said it. I think I need space to find myself. No contact for now. I blinked. What? I'm not saying forever, she continued, avoiding my gaze. I need time. Away. Alone. I don't know who I am anymore. I stood there, trying to process it. Was this a breakup? A break? An emotional escape hatch? She waited for me to protest, to fight, to chase. But I didn't. Instead, I simply said, take all the time you need. There was a long silence. The next morning, she was gone. Took a suitcase. Left her key on the counter. No note. No call. I gave her exactly what she asked for. Space and no contact. Over the next few days, I didn't cry. I didn't drink. I didn't rage text or stalk her Instagram. I just sat with the silence. And then I started noticing things. Receipts hidden in drawers. A hoodie in the laundry basket that wasn't mine. A Lyft charge at midnight to a location near some guy's apartment she once said was just a friend. I didn't jump to conclusions. But I wasn't blind. After a week, I decided I was done sitting in limbo. I boxed up her things, every last one. Her books. Her hair products. Even her favorite coffee mug she swore she couldn't start the day without. I wrote a short note. Wishing you all the clarity you're searching for. Take care. Then I mailed it all to her parents' address in Oregon. I paid for express shipping. I went to the gym after that. Cleared my head. Cooked myself dinner. Slept better than I had in weeks. Then the next morning, around 8 a.m., my phone lit up. Rachel. I stared at the screen for a long moment. Then it rang again. And again. Finally, a text. Can we talk? Please. I made a mistake. I want to come home. I didn't respond. I wasn't trying to be cold. I was just processing. How do you go from no contact, I need to find myself, to I want to come home in a day? Was it the box? The note? Or did whatever she thought she was chasing disappear the second she got what she asked for? I still don't know. But I do know this. Sometimes the person asking for space isn't really searching for themselves. They're waiting to see if you'll chase them. And when you don't, that's when the truth shows up. What would you do in my place? Would you hear her out? Or close the door for good? The morning she texted, I just sat there, coffee in hand, sunlight creeping through the blinds, staring at those 5 words. I made a mistake. I didn't reply. Not out of anger. Not out of pride. I just didn't know what kind of mistake she was talking about. Was it leaving? Was it someone else? Or was it realizing I wouldn't chase her like she expected? A few hours later, she sent another message. I got the box. And the note. I don't know why it hit me so hard, but it did. She followed that up with a voicemail. Her voice trembled. She sounded nothing like the woman who'd coldly announced she needed space just a week ago. In that message, she rambled, said she wasn't thinking clearly, claimed she just needed a break from everything, that it wasn't about anyone else. She even admitted she thought I'd reach out, beg her to stay, show her some big emotional reaction. That's when it clicked. She hadn't actually wanted space. She wanted proof that I couldn't live without her. A test. A game. One I refused to play. I didn't call her back. Instead, I went for a long drive out of the city. It was something we used to do together, windows down, music low, just us and the road. But this time, I was alone. I let the wind clear my head and asked myself the tough question. If she wanted to come back, could I even trust her again? Because let's be honest, who just walks away from a 5-year relationship without even trying to fix it? By evening, my phone lit up again. This time, she didn't waste words. I was scared. I thought maybe there was more out there for me. But the second I left, I felt empty. Like I'd just thrown away the best thing in my life. Please let me talk to you. I'll come over. Just once. Please. I didn't say yes. But I didn't say no either. Instead, I told her, if you come over, you're not coming back to your stuff. You're coming to talk. That's it. She agreed instantly. That night, she showed up wearing that same oversized hoodie she used to steal from me. Her face was pale, makeup smudged like she'd been crying for hours. She stood at the door like she didn't belong there anymore. And maybe she didn't. We sat on opposite ends of the couch. For a while, neither of us said anything. Finally, I broke the silence. Why'd you really leave? She swallowed hard. Because I felt stuck. Boring. Like life had gotten too predictable. And I thought maybe there was something more exciting out there. Something that would make me feel alive again. I nodded. And did you find it? She looked down. No. I found silence. And regret. We sat in that for a moment. The heaviness of truth. The weight of what she'd risked. She reached for my hand. I didn't move. I don't expect you to forgive me right away, she said. But I'm asking, can we try again? Can we fix this? I looked at her, really looked. And I saw the girl I once fell in love with, now tangled in the mess of her own mistakes. But something inside me had changed. Would you give her another chance? Would love be enough after that kind of betrayal? Let me know. She waited for my answer, eyes searching mine like she was still holding on to hope that I'd say yes. But I didn't speak right away. I thought about the nights I stayed up wondering where she was. The excuses, the emotional distance, the look in her eyes when she asked for space, like I was a burden she needed relief from. And then I thought about the silence. How peaceful it had been without the guessing games, without the emotional whiplash. Finally, I said, I don't hate you, Rachel, but I also don't know if I trust you. She nodded slowly. I deserve that. And I don't know if I can go back to the way things were. You wanted excitement? That wasn't something I could have given you. Her voice cracked. It wasn't about you. It was me. I was spiraling and didn't even see it. I believed her. At least part of me did. I don't think she left because she didn't love me. I think she left because she didn't love herself. And when people go looking for identity, they often destroy the things that once kept them grounded. I'm not mad you left, I told her. I'm mad you didn't fight for us before doing it. She sat quietly, tears streaming down her face. I thought you'd come after me. That hit me harder than anything else she said. So that was it. Not just a test, an emotional power play. She'd wanted to feel wanted. Important. To know I couldn't live without her. And when I didn't crumble, when I respected her request for no contact, that's when reality hit her. I stood up and walked to the window, needing some space between us. I looked out into the night, the streetlights casting long shadows on the sidewalk. Let me ask you something, I said without turning around. If I hadn't sent that box, if I hadn't packed your stuff and sent it to your parents, would you have reached out? Silence. That was my answer. I turned to face her. You didn't miss me. You missed control. You thought I'd chase you. When I didn't, you panicked. She tried to protest, but I raised my hand. I'm not angry. But this isn't love, Rachel. Not anymore. Love doesn't involve emotional ultimatums. It doesn't test loyalty by walking away. She broke down then, full-on sobbing, the kind that shakes your whole body. And I let her cry. I didn't hold her. I didn't comfort her. Because this time, the pain wasn't mine to carry. Eventually, she stood, wiped her face, and nodded. I guess I needed this more than I realized. I walked her to the door. Before she left, she whispered, Do you think we'll ever get another chance? I thought about lying. About offering some vague, maybe someday kind of hope. But I didn't. I don't know, I said honestly. But I think we both need to find ourselves now. Separately. She walked out without another word. I closed the door behind her, not with anger, but with peace. That was 6 months ago. I haven't heard from her since. And I haven't reached out. I've been healing, growing, learning what I want, and more importantly, what I won't accept. I don't know where Rachel is or what she's doing now, but I genuinely hope she found the clarity she was looking for. As for me, I found mine. If it were you, would you have taken her back? Or did I do the right thing by letting go? I'd love to hear your thoughts. I appreciate you watching till the end. Hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more content.